Hello everybody, Untitled back again with another video. Alright guys, we have the 5th Master 1000 tournament on the store here guys. I wanted to do this video already in the weekend, but man, my dear God, I've been so busy. I don't know, I think I've been all around the Sweden. If not all around the Sweden, all around the whole country of the Sweden. And I've been so busy. Driving car here and there and picking up people here and there. It has been a busy time for Inter. So I'm doing this Master 1000 preview video already on what day is it today? I even forgot what day it is. I think it is Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So maybe you think, yeah, Inter is cheating and things like that. No. Inter never cheats. I have not seen anything of the results. If there have been any matches, I don't know anything. I have just seen the draw briefly. Alright guys? Because I not even have time to see the draw very in details. So because I want to make things straight. I never cheat. So I want to do a video because these videos are fun. I always want to see how many wrongs I will have. And predicting tennis matches, tennis tournaments is always so difficult. It is a mess doing that because the tennis is a sport where the margins are laser thin. All right, guys, let's go to the top 8 list. Like usually, you will follow my channel. You know, guys, the routines. Top 8 players are the players that I believe will win the tournament. One of these 8, I believe, will win the tournament. And if somebody outside the top 8 that I mentioned wins it, I will be surprised. I think actually, guys, I want to tell you something. If you don't know that, it has never happened. All these years, two and a half years that I've done YouTube videos, that somebody outside of top 8 that I mentioned on my videos wins. And maybe it has happened. It has happened, I think, once. Because I almost said it wrong. I think that when Hurkacz won Miami earlier this year, I think actually it happened. Yeah, I didn't mention Hurkacz on my top 8 list when he won Miami, his first and only maiden Master 1000 title. So, yeah, it has happened. Once it has only happened once that one player has won a tournament when I not have mentioned him on my top 8. All right, guys. Without any further ado, let's go to this top 8 favorite list. All right, let's start with the top 8, the 8th place, like I always do. On my 8th place, guys, I have Diego Schwarzmager. Diego Schwarzmager is a little long shot because I don't like his serve. I don't like his ground strokes. He has a pretty decent ground strokes, but he doesn't possess big firepower. And he has the worst serve in the top 30 in the world, in my opinion. So, but he has a decent draw, so he can have some wins here. But I'm not super confident. I'm not. I will be honest with you guys. And this tournament has, I believe, 64 players, if I'm not mistaken. It has 16 seats only. This Master 1000 tournament in Canada, Toronto. They switch places. One year they play Toronto, one year they play in Montreal, and this year they're playing in Toronto. And this is the 5th Master 1000 tournament of the year. Exactly. To be quite fair, it is the 6th, but we all know that Indian Wells that got cancelled. So we have had only 5. We have had only 4 Master 1000 tournaments this year, not 5, because Indian Wells was cancelled. So this is the 5th this Master 1000 tournament at Toronto. Anyway, Schwarzmager is in my 8th place. He has a decent draw. He can win some matches. He can for sure go to that quarterfinal. But I will be shocked if he goes further than so, and I will not be surprised if he loses before the quarterfinals. So not so much more about that. Schwarzman is on my 8th place. On my 7th place, I have the Miami Open champion, guys, Hubi Hurkacz, who won Miami, who was in semi-final at Wimbledon, who is super inconsistent, like 97% of the tour, so he's not alone. He has big company, but he has a pretty good serve. I should not say great serve because he doesn't have a great serve. Some of you think Hurkacz has a great serve. No, he doesn't have. He has a good serve. It is a difference between good and great. Great serve, Kyrgios has. Federer has. At least Federer used to have. Not so much nowadays when he's 40 years old. So, but Hurkacz does have, he has a good serve. He has solid ground strokes. He has solid in both wings. He doesn't have anything which is superior in his ground stroke. Doesn't have any superior forehand or superior backhand, superior returns. He has everything that he does are solid. So when you have a solid game, you can win 3-4 matches and go to that quarterfinal. And I think Hurkacz can do that. He will go to that quarterfinal, Hurkacz. That is my feeling anyway. So I have him on my 7th place, Hurkacz. All right, we go ahead. On my 6th place, guys, all these players I'm mentioning, they are so inconsistent. So they can lose the second round and they can go to the quarterfinal even further than so. So, man, these prediction videos are so difficult to do. Predicting tennis players is like predicting the Swedish weather. You never know what you will get, sun or rain. So anyway, on my 6th place, I have Felix Aliassime. Felix Aliassime, he did a great run at Wimbledon, played the quarterfinal there. After that, he has been a mess. He's been knocked out early in a couple of tournaments. So I don't trust Felix Aliassime. But Felix Aliassime, I have a feeling he's playing in his home soul, in his home country. He will be motivated. And Felix Aliassime, he's the kind of player when he does 3-4 horrible tournaments and loses early, he can all of a sudden just find form and do a deep run. So I think that I have a feeling that he can make it to a good run here at Canada. He can for sure go to the quarterfinal. I will not be shocked if he goes to the quarterfinal, Felix Aliassime. So I have Felix on my 6th place. Felix is my 6th place. So on my 5th place, guys, I have Andrei Rublev, the 500 Master 1000 specialist who has won so many 500 class tournaments and who always loses a 4th or quarterfinals in majors. I believe he lost the 4th round at Wimbledon against who did he lose? I believe he was against Marto Fuskovic, yeah. So Rublev, he has not had the greatest year this year, to be quite honest. He has not. He's not made many deep runs, like semifinals or finals. So I don't have him going deeper than quarterfinal. Even in this quarterfinal, I'm quite not super confident that he will make, to be quite honest, because but I have him high of all my quarterfinal candidates. I have Rublev on my highest here because when I have a player from 8 to 5, like Schwarzmager 8th place, like Hurkacz on my 7th place, like Felix Aliassime on my 6th place, and Rublev I have on my 5th place. The reason I have him on my highest of all my quarterfinals candidates because I believe that he is the player that I have the strongest feeling will go to that quarterfinal from these 4. All the other 3, I'm not super confident. I'm not super confident in Schwarzmager. I'm not super confident in Hurkacz. I'm not super confident in Felix Aliassime. The biggest confident of these 4 players that will make it to the quarterfinal, I am in Andrei Rublev. So Rublev, I think he can go to the quarterfinal. I have him on my 5th place. All right. Let's go to the semifinals places, the 4th place and the 3rd place, guys. On the 4th place, I have Rafael Nadal. Rafael Nadal, I don't have him higher than 4th place. I think he can go to a semifinal. Yeah, guys, he has a pretty difficult draw. He can face Lloyd Harris once again. He lost to him at Washington. A big fight there in 3 sets. I've seen some highlights with Rafael Nadal at Washington, to be quite honest, because like I said, I've been so busy. I have not had any time to see a complete match because I've been all around the half country of Sweden. So then he can face Nick Kyrgios if he goes through Lloyd Harris. I think he will beat Lloyd Harris. I don't think Lloyd Harris is that good of a player to defeat Rafael Nadal back-to-back in tournaments. So I think Lloyd Harris, he will come through. You never know. Lloyd Harris has a big serve, big forehand, and he can play some big-time tennis. He can hit the ball really big with his forehand and can hit some big serves. So, and I'm sorry. And Rafael Nadal, he's 35 years old. He's still such a fighter, such a gladiator. He will never beat himself. You need to beat him. But he has that top spin. He just refuses to cut down that top spin and play flat. He refuses. And have you not noticed that player like... Not on clay, of course, because on clay it is different animal. It is clay, it bounces so high. It is so difficult taking Rafa's big topspin. But on hard court and on grass, Rafa's balls, they stay so much lower. And what is Rafa's problem on hard courts and grass nowadays? I'm going to say three things. Three things that is Rafa's problem. That's why I don't have him higher than on 4th place. I don't think Rafa will win this tournament for the 6th time. This is Rafa's best Master 1000 tournament after all his Master 1000 successes on clay, Rome, Monte Carlo, and Madrid. Madrid, by the way, I believe he has won it only 5 times, if I'm mistaken. So he has won Madrid and this Canada Master 1000 tournament 5 times each. So he has not won Madrid more times than Canada Open Master 1000. But Rome and Monte Carlo, of course, he has won more. But anyway, this Canada Open Master 1000 tournament is Rafa's best tournament outside his clay court successes at Rome and Monte Carlo. But I don't think Rafa will win it for the 6th time and equal Ivan Lendl's record. I believe Lendl has won this tournament. He's the record holder in this tournament with 6 titles. So I don't think Rafa will equal Ivan Lendl. Rafa's problems, like I said, on hard courts. His topspin. He's refusing to flatten out his shots. He's giving his opponents time. Rafa's shots are so attackable because they are landing on player strike zone, guys. They are taking and they are smashing Rafa's topspin. He's refusing to flatten out his shots. That's the first problem. The second problem, he's too many times on too short. He's hitting these balls too short on court. I saw the highlights of the match against Harris, where he lost, and the other 3-set match where he won. His first match at Washington, where he won in 3 sets. When he lost the first set, I believe, and then he came back and won the other 2 sets. If I'm mistaken, I think he lost the first set in his first match, in his first round match at Washington, if I'm mistaken. So I saw highlights. Too much spin. They are attackable on his when his opponent will attack his shots, and too short on court. What is Djokovic doing so great? Even though he's 34 years old, he still has that great depth, man. And he doesn't have the topspin that Rafa has. Djokovic takes so much time away from his opponent, and Djokovic has such great depth. Yeah, Djokovic can be short sometimes. He's human, like he was a lot of times at the Olympic Games. He didn't have the greatest depth at Olympic Games, Novak Djokovic, but he also faced the 2 players in beast mode level. I don't care what the Djokovic fans are telling me. I've watched tennis almost 30 years old. I know when players do beast mode performance. You cannot say to me that Djokovic was horrible, because he wasn't. Djokovic, some of you even says, because I'm getting out of topic here, some of you even says to me that Djokovic was so much better at French Open. Yeah, he lost 6 sets. How on earth was he so much better at French Open when he lost 6 sets? Come on, for God's sake, give me a break here. When you talk to me, when you go with me in debates, you need to come with arguments. This channel, everything in life is with arguments. Same thing when you talk about I have a better job, I have a better car, I have a better wife, or whatever. You will need to come with arguments. 6 sets Djokovic lost in French Open. 6 sets, for God's sakes. And you're all telling me that he was so much better at French Open? He was better. For sure, I agree he was better, but not so much better. At Wimbledon, I will not even talk about Wimbledon. Man, Wimbledon, Djokovic won that tournament without being at his best level. Without being at his best level. But he didn't face a player who was in beast mode. Neither at Wimbledon, neither at French Open. At French Open, I can agree to some degree he faced a red-lining Tsitsipas in the first 2 sets. When Tsitsipas won those 2 first sets in that final, Tsitsipas was really red-lining there. But after that, Tsitsipas was not red-lining, guys. Anyway, because I came out of topic here. Nadal, I don't think we will win this tournament for 6th time. His problems are he's not flattening out his shots. His shots are so attackable, and players are hurting him. They are doing a lot of winners. He doesn't take time away from the players. He's playing too short. He doesn't have the greatest depth, Rafael Nadal, with that top spin, because he doesn't have those flat shots a la Djokovic. And his serve is not helping him either. I'm not liking Rafael Nadal's serve. He's coming away on clay with a weaker serve, but he's not coming away on hard courts. He doesn't have... Rafa's serve is not top 10 in the world, in my opinion. Face it, that's it, guys. Rafa's serve is not top 10 in the world. So there you have Rafa's 3 biggest problems, why he's not being so successful on hard courts and grass nowadays like he's on clay. Serve, top spin, too much top spin, and too short on the court. He's on my 4th place. On my 3rd place... I have Denis Shapovalov. Yeah, guys, Denis Shapovalov, he's playing on home soil, and he's also such inconsistency machine, but he has great company. Denis Shapovalov, he did a great run at Wimbledon, played the semi-final there. Lost 3 tight sets against Novak Djokovic. Should have won. It was a miracle, and Novak won that match in straight sets. Dennis had 11 breakpoints opportunities. Henry converted in only 1 of them. Miracle. That says all about Denis Shapovalov clutchness. He was definitely not clutch in that match. After that, he has been a mess, Denis Shapovalov. He has lost early in tournaments. But that is what we have with these players. Shapovalov, Felix, Tsitsipas. Same thing with Tsitsipas. Did a great round with French Open final there. Took Djokovic to the brink there and should have won that final probably after it was 2-6 to love up in the lead after doing 2 great first sets. But after that, Tsitsipas went to vacation, and he also has been a mess after French Open and lost in tournaments early. So all these players, they are inconsistent machines. So Shapovalov has a great company, so he's not alone. That's why one of my beloved friends, Swatkaya, sometimes calls Shapovalov Santavalov. That's a great nickname, man, he has come up with to him, because Shapovalov really deserves that nickname, Santavalov. He really can be a Santavalov on a tennis court and can do so many errors. And same thing with Felix as well. So you cannot trust this place. But anyway, I have Shapo on my 3rd place. I think Shapo will make it to the semi-final. That is my feeling. All right, guys. Now we are in the final spots here with the final. Who are the 2 final players? Who will face each other in the final? On my 2nd place, I have Stefan Tsitsipas, man. I think it is time for Stefan Tsitsipas to make a deep run. That is what I've seen a trend with tennis players. When they do bad tournaments like Tsitsipas has done, he has been horrible since French Open. It is time for him to wake up. He has been sleeping in 1 month and a half here now. Maybe even 2 months. Been losing early rounds 3-4 tournaments in a row now, since French Open. It is time for him to do a deep run here. It is time, guys. So I think that Tsitsipas will make it to the final. He has a good serve, good forehand, okay backhand, not the greatest, great hands at the net. So he should do a deep run. I like his draw. He has pretty decent draw. So I think he can go to that final. So I have him on his 2nd place. On my 1st place, the player who I think will win the tournament, he has not been superior either. Guys, we don't have players who have been superior. Those who have been really good, they're not even playing the tournament, like Djokovic. He has won 3 majors so far. Like Zverev, he has won big one master title this year. He won in Madrid, and he won the Olympic gold medal. Zverev's not playing either. So the players who are playing has not had a tremendous great year. So it is not easy to predict in this tournament, that's for sure. But I have Medvedev on my first place. He has won 10 hardcore titles for a reason. Of all his 11 tournaments that he has won, I believe he has won 11 tournaments. 10 of them has come on the hard courts, indoor hard courts or outside hard courts. So he should do great. He has won a couple of Master 1000 titles in his career. So he is the player who has won most Master 1000 titles in this draw after Rafael Nadal. Rafa was won, I believe, 36 Master 1000 titles. So Rafa is going for his 37. Rafa and Djokovic are equal with 36 Master 1000 titles each. I have Medvedev on my first place. Medvedev, he has a pretty tricky draw. He can face Sinner early in the rounds. Sinner who won Washington. So Sinner can for sure take out Medvedev. But I think Medvedev will squeeze a lot of unforced error from Yannick Sinner's racket. I like Yannick Sinner. He for sure is one of my dark horses. He has such firepower from both forehand and backhand. But I don't like Yannick Sinner's serve. He really should serve much better than he does. I don't like Yannick Sinner's movement. He's not a speed demon on the court. But Medvedev should take out Yannick Sinner, but I will not be shocked if Yannick Sinner takes out Medvedev. I don't trust Medvedev either. He has been a mess after his quarterfinal appearance at French Open, when he did great there, won 4 matches and played his because clay is his worst surface than Medvedev's. After that, he's been pretty a mess. He's been losing early, like Shapovalov, like Felix Yalassime, like Stefan Tsitsipas. Neither of these players have been impressive, guys. Neither of them has shown any great consistency level. They are all such inconsistency machines. Medvedev, Shapovalov, Tsitsipas, Felix Yalassime. Man, you name them. I can do a long list. Anyway, I have Medvedev on my first place. I think Medvedev will win this tournament. I think that maybe I'll be wrong. I will not be shocked if I'll be wrong. If I am right, man, I will be even impressed with myself, because it's so difficult predicting this tournament. It is so difficult. All right, so I believe we'll have quarterfinal matches between Rafael Nadal versus Diego Schwartzman. Then I think the other quarterfinal will be between Tsitsipas versus Felix Yalassime. And then between Medvedev versus Hubi Hurkacz, and then between Shapovalov versus Andrei Rublev. There they have your 4th quarterfinal matches. And then the semifinal will be between Shapovalov versus Daniil Medvedev. I think Medvedev beats Shapovalov there. And then we will have between Tsitsipas and Rafael Nadal. I think Tsitsipas beats Rafael Nadal in the semifinals. And then we will have the final between Daniil Medvedev versus Stefan Tsitsipas. And I think Daniil Medvedev beats Stefan Tsitsipas in that final and win this Canadian Master Open title. Some dark horses. Like I said earlier in the video, Yannick Sinner is for sure one of my dark horses. He can do damage here. I will not be shocked if he takes out Medvedev and proves me wrong. Then RBA always likes playing on hard courts. He's a much better hard court player than he is a grass court player. And for sure, clay court player. I mean, in my opinion, RBA's best surfaces are hard court and grass. So I will not be shocked if RBA takes out Rafa Nadal on the way. I really would not be shocked. I have RBA as one of my dark horses. And Nick Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios is always a dark horse. You know, Nick Kyrgios is such an unpredictable player. You never know what you will get from him. So Nick Kyrgios with that serve, man, both first and second serve, with that forehand and with that backhand, he has good backhand as well. He has decent returns. Nick Kyrgios is a lazy tennis player. He likes playing more PlayStation or Xbox or whatever he plays, then he likes playing tennis. So Nick Kyrgios has potential. So I will not be shocked if Nick Kyrgios takes out Rafa Nadal. Man, Rafa Nadal, I have Rafa as my 4th place. I think he will go to semi-final, but I will not be shocked if Rafa gets knocked out earlier than so. I really will not. Rafa's problem, like I said, stop spin, too short on the court, serve. These 3 things are really hurting him. And people are attacking that top spin. People are attacking those short balls. People are attacking Rafa's serve. So Nick Kyrgios is also a dark horse, so I have three. Let's have just three dark horses: Kyrgios, Jannik Sinner, and RBA. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.